MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The build up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network. And we'll have it all for you next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Jose Quintana will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 14, Billy Hamilton.
Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore, it is Hayward now, one away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Kareem Kennedy.
Next for New York, Kareem Kennedy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Quintana has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least one or two times during the course of a start. And it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force. Luis Severino gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got? Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in his last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Astudillo is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Almora is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A high fastball is in there. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. But you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
I feel like when you're facing a two-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
The 0-1. And he clearly couldn't make up his mind on that one coming in. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great two-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
The 0-2 once more. Hot shot to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
That'll bring in Willians Astudillo,
as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Oh, one pitch on its way. To short, hit hard. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Now both runners on the move. Fly ball into straightaway left. Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting 7. The third base.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Here's the 0-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Boom goes the dynamite. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
In now, Luis Severino. Runner goes for second. Line drive to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's set, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Digging in, Kareem Kennedy. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He's set. Here it comes. He swings and misses. Throw down. And an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Here comes the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here's big Aaron Judge. There goes the runner. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone.
will rise Aaron Judge. A 2-run shot. His second home run of the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Mike Montgomery is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 38, Mike Montgomery. Now batting.
Stepping in now,
number 64,
Willians Astudillo. And he puts it on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Now batting.
So now time will be called, as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here, as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So stepping in, Didi Gregorius. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
One out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees, the 3rd baseman, Gleyber.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And the Bombers have it going here, as this is also good for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for 3rd. And he is in there.
Yeah, most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. The Yankees get it.
Leading up for the Cubs,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Wilson
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. He did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Into the box, Mike Montgomery. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And And look out. Oh, that got him. Man, anytime you hit the pitcher, you're asking for trouble.
Oh, boy, pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
In now, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right
Now
there.
batting.
Might have been sitting
The
on an
second
off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. One there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way.
Severino.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's Zobrist now at second. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Into the box now, Kareem Kennedy. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive. Still 0-2. swinging a soft liner towards first. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Throw to second, and he's out. A one-run is in to score on the play. Giancarlo Stanton now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with three straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he fouls this one off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
A ball and two strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Line hard to the left side, but foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
Now at
Number
the plate,
64.
Willian Astudillo. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So coming to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they're still in control, 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Check the swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Contreras, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Montgomery.
Ian Happ will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Fouled away. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through. Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. From the stretch. Smoke toward third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Road, he's with 1 double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it. Hang on for 2.
Pulling up.
In now, DJ LeMahieu. There goes Torres off of first. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Stepping in now, Luis Severino. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
Back to the mound, and they may have him hung up here. And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
The center fielder, number 14.
Ready for another shot now. Billy Hamilton. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now both runners are breaking. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kareem Kennedy.
Digging in, Kareem Kennedy. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the... Here's Jason Hayward now. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The second baseman.
Digging in now, Ben Zobrist. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Digging in once again, Albert Almora. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And it's fouled away. Strike 2.
Hey, we have to commend him right here. 1 out away from grinding through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
This pitch is popped up. Astudillo moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Brandon Morrow enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. 0-1 the count. Line toward right center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
The 0-1 pitch. Runners off for second. This is line to left. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box, Williams Astudillo. Well, this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
1
gone here in the Yankee seventh. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. Now the double steal is on here. Schwarber is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batter, the third baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Standing in, Torres. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Count is 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this will land untouched. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Tony Barnett comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Tony Barnett.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up.
DJ LeMahieu.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the Ivy.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in now, Luis Severino. Pops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Almora. He's there and records the first down. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Billy Hamilton. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And the runner's breaking for third. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. 8th inning now from Chicago. The Yankees leading this one on the road as you take a look at our tail of the tape thus far. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for the Yankees. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Victor Caratini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Steve Cishek enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 41, Steve.
Settling in now, Giancarlo Stanton. Last time through was a base hit.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo.
First offering on its way. Shot to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit high and deep out to left field. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His 2nd home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And as we take another look at that one on Show Track, the story behind that home run.
Now batting, number 64.
Into the box now, Willians Astudillo as he lifts it in the air to right field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. This is pulled into right, but the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
Next for the Yankees.
Stepping up to the plate, Torres. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit high in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Yankees 8 and the Cubs nothing. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready now, Albert Almora. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Yankees are 1 step away from a sweep. They take a commanding 3-0 lead here on the road as this one is over.
Oh, man, so close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. New York take a commanding 3-0 lead in this World Series. Luis Severino is credited with the win. Jose Quintana permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Yankees hit 3 long balls as they crushed the Cubs 8-0. They will take a 3-0 series lead into Game 4. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Chicago
With that, here's a look at the
Cubs.
Yankees starting lineup. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
First pitch on its way. Lifted into center field. In there, a base hit.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Striding in, Giancarlo Stanton. Man at first for him following the one-out single. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll need to run this down around the 368 marker. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
The catcher, Gary.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. And now time to check how Joe Maddon has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Masahiro Tanaka will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
So he got him swinging. Ben Zobrist sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. Now here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Tanaka has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
He takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hamilton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0.
Leading off for the Yankees, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. Gregorius ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Into the box, Cristobal Caballero, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Batting ninth.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
And he'll get in there safely.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Kyle Hendricks is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Rizzo at third. Schwarber on second. Contreras is over at first with one away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
No balls and one strike. He's set. The 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-2. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. They're down 2-0. Back to the top of the order now, and in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Weak roller right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Next for the Yankees, the third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Andujar. He reached on a single in his first try. Slapped hard the opposite way. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Andujar isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and the ball's waiting for him, and he's out at the plate as he pretty much just ran out of gas out there.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Now here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Almora. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer so far in the series as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now batting.
Here's big Aaron Judge. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almora will wait on it. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo. Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. On the ground to third. Andujar brings it in. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
1 out, nobody on. to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
And with two away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Here's Chris Bryant now. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. Bryant, a Nevada native. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Line drive to left. Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he rips it on the ground to second. Taken in by Zobrist. On to first, and that is two quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting, shortstop.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Didi Gregorius. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late two-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
In now, Cristobal Caballero swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Gregorius rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and they lead now by 4.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Standing in now, Masahiro Tanaka. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Almora is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yankees strike for a run on the. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hit to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 44. Anthony.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. That's down into left center for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one. Schwarber playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Had him reaching that time. It's strike one. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cubs. Here's Miguel Andujar now.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, Miguel.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Andujar.
In there for strike one. 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 0-1 delivery. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The batter, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB. How about straightaway center field? He hit
a swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 99.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hit hard on the ground at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
The next 0-2. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Working quickly now as the splitters in there. 0-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Mike Montgomery takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Leading off for the Yankees.
A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. Schwarber racing back. Boom goes the dynamite. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His first homer here in the series, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Into the box, Torres.
Labor.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Almora is right there, 1 down.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Line towards center field. Almora is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready once again, Cristobal Caballero. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 or 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
In now, Masahiro Tanaka. He's running. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options for whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Standing in now, Miguel Andujar. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that...
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shallow center. Torres backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs.
So digging in now, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he can steal some strikes that way.
This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and they got him.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in, Javier Baez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the... Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. Hit back up the middle. There's Baez. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 99.
Riding in once again, Aaron Judge. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And there he goes towards second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Gleyber.
So striding in, Torres. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him. And now they'll get the third out here, but it won't come until the run has already crossed the plate on the play, and the inning will draw to a close. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The
First pitch of the at-bat.
Anthony Rizzo.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Standing in, Wilson Contreras. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Tanaka gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. There's Joe Maddon up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Brandon Morrow comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
And batting in the 6th spot, number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good on the ground to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Masahiro Tanaka. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Eighth inning now from Chicago. The Yankees leading this one on the road as you take a look at our tail of the tape thus far. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Almora is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out. At the plate, David Bodie. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now the pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Line hard to the left side. Foul. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ben Zobrist. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brad Brach enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Digging in now for the Yankees, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Andujar aboard here at first with nobody out. He's on the move again from first. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Into the box, Aaron Judge, who scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Throw won't get him.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Now in the box, Albert Almora. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Got him to go down swinging there. Albert Almora is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now batting, Javier Baez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And it's quickly 0-2. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And they're back on top of the baseball world. The Yankees are once again World Series champs.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs on 17 hits. 2 errors, they left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance.